when it comes to all aluminum cases, Lian-Li is top of the line for that. Here we got the PC-Q27 mini tower. This one here, of course, takes a mini ITX motherboard, and we're going to be looking at this more in detail. Now, one thing that you got to take into consideration is how much stuff can you fit in there, what type of components. Obviously, for a home theater PC, this is a great case. You can add a nice Blu-ray player in there, or a hard drive for that matter, if you wanted to put it up there at the top. Has a single power button there that has an LED for when it's on, and the hard drive indicator, of course. Here are the dimensions in case you're wondering. You can get this in silver or black, all aluminum, 2.1 kilograms. 3 hard drives is what you could install in there, of course, total, maximum, should you decide to do that. And of course, 1 expansion slot, so you can add a graphics card, a single slot graphics card, for example, if that's what you want to do. Now, they've made this a passive cooling design, okay, so to protect all your stuff inside. Standard power supply size, as you can see there from the bracket and the screws, so you can slide your power supply in there, no problems. And the PCI Express slot here, should you decide to use a board that has the ability to add another graphics card instead of using an integrated one, you can do that in there very nicely. And then, of course, the cool air will come from the bottom of the case and exit out through the top back portion of this case. So passive cooling design is what this is all about. There's no fans in here because, you know, these mini ITX systems, they really don't need a lot of cooling, to be honest. They're pretty cool and quiet. Now, looking at the rest of the case, no windows anywhere around it. In the box, you're going to get some adapters, of course, so USB stuff that you can plug into the motherboard to the case. And of course, you're going to get the required attachments for the hard drive. So all the speaker cable, the cable management cables are in there as well. So you get a bit of everything. You know, they try to take care of you there. The screws for fastening drives, and of course the motherboard to the case. So all the necessary hardware right there, ready to go. And well, what can I say? If we open this little puppy up, before we do that, look here, concealed are 2 USB 3.0 plugs. But on the side of the case, they made an innovative design here. Just one screw on the top that you take out, and then you just push it up to unlatch it, basically, from the side. So take out the screw, push up to the top, unlatch. Okay, that's pretty much it. You can see there are those little latches that hook basically on the holes. So flip it over to the other side, take out the one screw, which I already did, of course, and then push it up, and then there it is. Okay, so very easy to access. And when it comes to maneuvering and installing things in here, well, what I'm going to do is actually show you guys how things were installed for hard drives. So let's start with hard drives at the bottom here. You've already have a bracket there, so you can install either a 3.5 or a 2.5 inch drive. So there's your sizes. Also on the side panel there, you can install hard drives. And then, of course, where the Blu-ray player would go at the top, you can install another hard drive for a total of 3. There's the dimensions that you have to work with inside of the case, in case you're wondering about that. And what I'm going to do in this example is install the mini ITX motherboard. So you can see here at the back, right behind where the drive would go, you have the plates for the mini ITX board. So here, these 2 aluminum plates, that's where the motherboard is going to attach itself to. And I just happen to have a board ready to go, just to show you how easy it is to install in here. I won't install a Blu-ray player. That's pretty self-explanatory. You just slide it in and attach the screws on the side, so nothing out of the ordinary for that. And installing the mini ITX board also is a snap. Take the back plate there, position it properly at the back, snap it into place, because that's all these back plates do. Okay, shield the board. And now we get the board. Here it is. Okay, I've got an Intel board there. No chip installed yet, but it's good to go. And basically, we align ourselves with the screws, of course. You can see there that there's a PCI Express slot, so we have to line that too. So just in case maybe later you want to install a graphics card, great. You'll be able to do that with this type of board. Otherwise, depending on the boards, sometimes you're using the integrated graphics or GPU that comes with the CPU or the board. So now, anyways, installing it, as I said, is a snap. Make sure that you have enough headroom there for a CPU cooler, so about 70 millimeters in height is what you can do according to Lian-Li on that. So put in the 4 screws to attach that mini ITX board in there, and then that's it. You're good. You got your board ready to go. You can install the CPU cooler next if you want, right? Install the CPU and the CPU cooler, and then later on put in your drives, or put in the drives first, and then at the very end, once all of that is installed, then the power supply would go in last, okay? Because that's the biggest and chunkiest piece of equipment that you're going to be putting in there. That component is the biggest one that occupies the most space in there. So power supply goes in last, okay, after you've attached and put everything in there. Now, looking at the case itself, runs for about $65 right now today on newegg.com. I'll add the link there so you can get the updated pricing. And again, comment below, let me know what you think. I'd like to thank Lian-Li for providing it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.